Letter of O'Malley Humphrey Darlington, dated 16th May 2019 to DPO Ikoyi Police Station, in re-complaint of 355 million naira fraud at First Bank Igomu branch, and petitioner used as scapegoat, is admitted and marked Exhibit L. Letter of Humphrey Darlington O'Malley, dated 17th May 2019, to the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State Command, complaint of kidnapping and attempt to terminate life in a bid to cover up a 355 million naira fraud by some staff of First Bank of Nigeria PLC, is admitted and marked Exhibit M. Letter of Alaba Kuku, State Counsel of Directorate of Public Prosecution, dated 20th August 2019 to O'Malley H.D., appeal for legal assistance, is admitted and marked Exhibit N. Human and Environmental Development Agendas Letter of 27th September 2020 to the Attorney General Lagos State, in re-application for fiat to prosecute suspects to attempted kidnapping by staff of First Bank Igomu branch, is admitted and marked Exhibit O. Yes.
My Lord, I told you how I was kidnapped, and in the course of that kidnapping, I sustained an ear injury, which has cost me a lot since 2013 till date. I told you how the mobile policeman attached to First Bank of Nigeria PLC hit my head, my joint, with the butt of his gun, threatening to shoot me if I don't surrender their van key, so that they can keep taking me to an unknown destination and eliminate me. My Lord, I have a medical report here from a general hospital in Lagos State to prove that I have a very big hole in both sides of my ear due to this incident. Everything is captured in that medical report. You know, I would like to also tender my current medical receipt just on the 27th of this month. That was the last visit I paid to the hospital. And then a referral letter to Enugu State. This referral letter put my condition at 70% central perforation, about 70% damage in my ear, my Lord. Now, I will also wish to tender the document which was written, a petition to First Bank, which was written by an eyewitness, by Chuks Ikedigwe, one of those people who saved me from that scene of kidnapping. This is the petition and the reminder by Chuks. This is my medical receipt. That is all for now.
Letter of Dr. A.O. Ogunbashe of General Hospital, Lagos, dated 16th January 2020, in the medical report of O'Malley Humphrey Darlington with hospital number 0195133 and with attachment is hereby admitted and marked Exhibit P. Letter of Chuk C. Ikedigwe, dated 21st May 2019, to Group Managing Director, First Bank of Nigeria PLC, in the fraud of 355 million naira at Igomu branch, a call to unmask the perpetrators and for justice to prevail, is admitted and marked Exhibit Q. Reminder letter dated 3rd October 2019 is admitted and marked Exhibit Q1. Yes?
Lord, the last document I have here is from the starting of my testimony. I explained to you how I came to Lagos in search of education. This is what brought me to Lagos, because my family were not capable of taking me through that. I was able to see myself through senior secondary school. I proceeded to Lagos State Polytechnic, where I got my National Diploma Certificate in Business Studies. And I equally proceeded to the Polytechnic of Ibadan for my higher national diploma. All the money I have worked in Lagos here, while doing security job, dispatch rider and the rest of it, all have gone to this education. But just because of this single accusation of a crime I knew nothing about, I was thrown to the prison yard from the 25th day of September 2013 till 18th of November 2013. On this process, along the line, I was supposed to write my second year semester exams. That is to say that by now I would have become a graduate. But this single act by the Nigeria Police Force and First Bank of Nigeria Limited, their paymaster, threw me out of school. Until date, I have not been able to return back to school. Things became very difficult for me. And the worst is that they keep chasing me all around Lagos until I have to run for my dear life, simply because I refuse to drop seeking for justice. My Lord, I wish to tender this, my admission letter from Ibadan Polytechnic and my exam timetable.
application form FF 03477 of O'Malley Humphrey Darlington for program CEC Mainstream HND program part-time and second semester 2012-2013 part-time examination for students from closed study center are hereby admitted together and marked Exhibit R. Yes.
My Lord, I want to lay the foundation that all the documents I submitted here are photocopies because in the course of fighting for this case, I lost most of my original documents and I have to make copies from the human rights lawyers that have been fighting this case for me, with me. So I therefore humbly request that this honorable panel accept all these documents as my evidence.
Yes.
That would be all for now.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Chairman,
Yes.
I think our Mr. Chairman, I appeal that man use his good office to help Mr. Darlington to study law than business administration. Yeah, Mr. Darlington. Let's start quickly. You remember you filed an application in court in respect of this evidence you have given before this panel.
Yes.
And the parties to that application, you have 11 respondents. 11 respondents. If I may break the respondents, the first to 5th respondents are First Banks and their staffs. And 6th to 11th respondents are members of the Nigerian Police Force, including the Inspector General of Police. I'll be correct to say that there's a judgment on that application of fundamental right. Yes. Hello, I seek to give the. Ascot, please. Ascot, please. I wanted him to read some. On the face. Yes. Well, I don't know. The judgment is exhibit. The judgment of the court. Okay. Okay. Give him Exhibit A. Yes. From your prayers to the court in that ruling is a replica of the whole evidence you have given before this panel. Is there anything you want to add or remove? The complaint you lay before your application is also the same complaint you are laying here. The beating, the torture, the fraud, the kidnapping, is part of your affidavit in court that you got judgment. Yes, for judicial prudence, I just want you to read only 3 out of those prayers. Can you read prayer B to the panel?
Of the applicant at Ikoyi Police Station, Lagos State, from night of 27th of September 2013 to the 4th of October 2013, a further period of 8 days by the 8th and 9th respondents at the instigation of the 1st to 5th respondents amounts to a breach of the applicant's right to personal liberty as enshrined in Section 35, subsection 1 and 5 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended.
Good. Quickly rush on to declaration in D.
A declaration that the assault on the applicant by the police officers from Ikoyi Police Station, to wit, by hitting the applicant with iron rods on all his joints and head on the night of 27th September 2013 at the instigation of the 1st and 5th respondents amounts to torture or inhuman or degrading treatment, and therefore a violation of the applicant's right to dignity of his person as enshrined in Section 34 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended.
Yes. Then let's go to the last paragraph. F.
Compensation to the applicant in the sum of 40 million naira as penal and aggravated damages against the respondents jointly and or severally for the gross and acute violation of the applicant's fundamental rights.
Now, this is the declaration in the court looked at and came up with the ruling. So go to the last paragraph. Go to the last paragraph of that ruling. The last page of that document. Then start from the all. Start from the all.
Sir?
Start from the all to conclude that this set of cases.
Okay. In all, the applicant was incarcerated for about 52 days. He was in 2 different cells, later in a prison until he was granted bail. I have considered the motive of the 2nd and 3rd respondents and the ordeal the applicant went through. I have also considered the different roles played by the second and third respondents and hereby award aggravated damages against them as follows.
Yes. Continue.
I.
One.
10 million naira damages is awarded against the second respondent. And 2. 7.5 million is awarded against the third respondent.
Yes.
100,000 naira cost is awarded against each of the second and third respondents.
So, you agree with me that in that judgment, there was nothing awarded against the 6 to 11 respondents?
I disagree with you, sir.
Look at it, not you, I'm not asking you.
No, I have the judgment is here, sir.
Okay, look at it, now that is the A.
No, this is not the judgment against the...
We will call for that. In this case, the A you have read now, you agree with me as to your prayer A to F, there is nothing awarded against 6 to 11 respondents.
No, sir, I disagree with you.
Madam, we go to another question.
Yes.
The issue is clear. Yes. In your petition to the Commissioner of Police and to non-governmental organization, you mentioned that one mobile police officer joined in beating you up even with his gun pot. Yes. The mobile police officer, the name?
I don't know his name.
Yeah.
You also know this problem?
No. They are attached to First Bank.
You don't know this problem. Yes, in your petition, and your affidavit, you said, and you told this honorable panel too, that the management of First Bank instructions the police to beat you up. Are you still standing on that statement?
Sir?
You said in your petition that the management of First Bank gave instruction to the police to deal with you, to beat you up.
Yes.
You are standing by that statement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, this instruction, was it by oral or by documentary instruction?
It was oral in the police office.
You have a voice recording of the oral instruction?
I don't have. Because the police seized my phones.
You have or you don't have?
I don't have.
Answer the question. You don't have the... You also made mention of a spy policeman.
Yes, sir.
From which formation?
Sir?
The spy policeman, from which formation?
He's attached to First Bank head office.
You don't also know his name?
I don't know his name.
So how long have you been working with the bank? Because you've been working with the bank and with the local employees and rest of it. How long?
Yes. I started, that was almost 3 years.
3 years.
Yes.
security agent of First Bank. We don't know the name of the security officers or the name of the mobile man attached to your head of your body. You don't know. For 3 years, you have worked with them.
Yes, sir.
You don't know his name. For that 3 years, you have worked with them.
I am not a security man, sir. I am a dispatch attached to Igomo branch, whereas these security men are working at the head office.
Yes. So it's nothing we do. How many of the mobile policemen, or just one?
One mobile policeman.
One mobile policeman. So you are not close to him as to know his mental. He was afar because you said he was beating you.
Yes.
Or you were not looking at him at all.
Oh, I was defending myself, so I
So
wasn't.
you were not
Yes.
able to look at him. Madam, may I call the last exhibit R? You still want this panel to see you as a witness of truth?
Yes, of course.
Will you be surprised if I say you have never been a student of polytechnics?
Well, you can only go there before you confirm that.
Just answer, will you be surprised?
I would be surprised.
You will be surprised. Yes. The exhibit R to be tendered before the panel is an application form applying to be a student, not an admission form.
Yes, the one I attached there.
So
Exhibit
you
what
are
is it?
an
R.
application form, not an admission letter.
Yes.
So before this panel, you have nothing to identify you as a student of polytechnics.
Well, I have it there with you.
You have no admission letter to say you're a student of polytechnics. What is your business here? Answer yes or no.
I don't understand your statement, sir.
I said before this panel, there's nothing to identify you as your evidence in chief that you went to do HND in University of Polytechnics.
I have the document there.
Yes, I am aware you applied. My question is that before this panel, there's nothing showing that you are a student of that institution.
It depends on the angle you are looking at it, sir.
The angle is that you don't have admission letter. If you have, say it. If it's here, say it.
Of course, I tender it before you.
So your application form is admission letter.
Yes.
That's very correct. Yes. In the second exhibit attached to your application form, are the correctors, the timetable did not bear anything guaranteed or did not bear your first name? True or false?
No, it did not bear.
Yes.
As it is obtainable.
Yeah.
And you agree with me that anybody can have a timetable of University of Ibadan, University of Lagos, anybody can have a timetable. It does not make you a student of that institution. This document, this timetable, does not make you a student.
Okay, yes, I agree with you.
Yes, sir. No, it's okay. This they have answered that it doesn't bear his name, there's no particulars, there's no information concerning him. Now, the petitioner said they want to the AG and the Commissioner of Police to report the criminality that was not investigated. Now, we would like to recall those two petitions.
Registrar, petitions to Attorney General and Commissioner.
Why you are looking for the petition? You said in a bid to get justice. In a bid to get justice, you go to the Commissioner of Police. The Commissioner of Police directed the DCP. The DCP was directed by Mr. Fatai. And in the place of the investigation, Mr. Fatai was demanding 15,000 naira to investigate the petitions.
Times 4.
Times 4, yes, very correct. Did you bring it to the notice of the CP or the DCP?
Yes.
Okay. So, what was your reaction?
Okay. I took it. I complained to the human rights, that human rights office. Okay.
The petition strictly censored was to the CP, CP to DCP party, DCP party to Fatai. In your rapport with Fatai demanded 60,000. I said, did you bring it to the notice of the CP or DCP party?
Yes, the human rights organization there wrote the party, Commissioner of Police party directly, which they stated there, and this whole issue was mentioned to him, but their letter was sent to anti-kidnapping squad at Surele, okay, and Inspector Patrick Anjoke now picked the case and started investigating it, but as time goes on, they found out that the petition was not, my file was not transferred from state CID to them. So they now asked me that I will have to return back to the party that they are under party. So that was what now brought the issue of this fiat we are talking about.
If I may get what you have said, the response to the DCP was that they now ordered another section as soon as to investigate your matter.
Yes.
Okay. But now we seek to recall that letter written to the non-governmental organization that gave rise to the matter being investigated to this anti-kidnapping. It's written by his non-governmental organization.
Yes, it's in your hand there.
Okay. Good. Please let him indicate. I can't find any. Let him know that. I want to see the complaints against Fatai. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. What I can see here is that he said, in the effort, that is, okay, second to last paragraph of the edition. Said, in the effort to facilitate the prosecution of the suspect to the attempted kidnap, he wrote a letter dated the 19th November 2019 to the Commissioner of Police, Lagos State, relaying the above order. The police have repeatedly failed to prosecute the case of attempted kidnap instead of the police saying attempted kidnap. Instead, the police stayed focused on the case of fraud, which is currently being investigated by the Economic and Financial Crime Commission. Also, okay. Also, to this is not clear yet. Of Criminal Investigation Department, Manti, Yaba, where in
activities.
Huh?
Activity.
Okay. Also to active our aim. Also to achieve our aim of helping Mr. Omele-Darlington seek justice, we wrote another letter dated the 2nd February 2020 to the State Criminal Investigation Department, Bantiyaba, wherein we requested collaboration to ensure a speedy resolution. Attached to this letter are all relevant documents to aid comprehension. Okay. So I think the lawyer, he said, Mr. Omele-Darlington fears that his financial status is determining factor in the prolonged prosecution of the matter, and he believes might result in an eventual denial of justice. His case is criminal and is therefore not hampered by statutes of limitation. It is primarily in the place of the Nigerian police to prosecute. However, all effort to get the police to prosecute the alleged perpetrators of the attempted kidnap has proved abortive, hence this application.
I'll be very correct from the whole correspondence you have read out now. There's no mere 15,000 or 60,000 ovation.
Well, that is in the language of the lawyer to.
You said you gave instruction to your lawyer.
Yes.
That it's attack demanded 15 times 4.
Times 4, yes, exactly.
And that is the basis of his petition.
Yes.
I'm not asking you, from that petition you read out now, is there any way 15,000, 60,000 was mentioned there?
Well, she summarized it as financial status.
Yes or no?
Well, I can't see it here.
Arithmetically, numerically, 15,000, 60,000. Is there any way it's mentioned there?
The document speaks for itself.
Madam, let me record you. Yes. I think it's 16 that you don't know the name of the spy policeman or mobile policeman that you said meet you.
No, I don't know.
You don't know that. Very sure. Please, let me read it. Take a look at that exhibit. I want you to read to the hearing of
What
this
exhibit is that?
Exhibit 10.
Okay, that is number 6.
What exhibit?
Paragraph 6. Exhibit N.
N.
M for Moshood.
On the 27th September.
You read from here, Mr. Okun.
Okay, from here.
Yes.
Mr. Okon, a spy police, and a mopo with gun.
So, I'll be correct now that you know the name of the spy police officer.
No, I don't know.
You don't know. So who is Mr. Okon?
Mr. Okon is the security personnel of First Bank, who is working with Mr. Okon. Of course, now you start from the starting now.
Okay.
Read it.
Open and close is what? It's a close, open and close statement. Mr. Who?
Mr. Okon, one person. Yes, a spy police. And yes,
there is open and close.
all of them are in same open and close.
Mr. Okon, a spy police. Open
Yes,
and close.
Mr. Okon.
Yes, there the command.
Command. Yes, of course, there is command here.
A spy what?
A spy police.
Then close.
It is not and yes, and here now.
Submit it.
And.
So in totality, the case of fraud or whatever is against the First Bank and not the police. The issue you have now that connected to this abuse is against the First Bank and not the police.
Yes.
How will you offer the First Bank?
The respondents be leading evidence in this matter.
I think they need to come there. Since the petitioner has clearly stated before the panel that there is no case against the police, we got it to tell you.
No. The judgment against the Nigerian police force is in the judgment.
Well, Mr. Omeli, since I can see very clearly that you are quite competent and knowledgeable in presenting your case, I'm making an order that upon the close of case of parties, the petitioner shall file a written summary not exceeding 5 pages to be served on the respondent within 7 days hereof, and the respondent's reply shall be filed within another 7 days upon date of service. Adoption of the sum is hereby adjourned to. Are you with me on the sum? It's just a brief account of your summary of your case and what you want the panel to do for you.
As Lord please.
You will file that within 7 days from today. You will serve them, they will reply, then you come back and adopt your sum up or brief presentation of your case. Then we'll give you a date to come back for the findings and decision of the panel.
As Lord please.
It's just a simple process. It doesn't have to take a committee. Yes, what date? 12th January. We are back to the panel on the 12th of January.
As Lord please.
If you don't file that process before that date, we will take it that you have no intention of doing so, and we will disregard it and make the findings and conclusions from the facts as presented.
As Lord please.
The petition in the circumstance is hereby adjourned to 12 January 2021 for the adoption of a summary of case of parties.
Petition number LA, LD/JTI, /05/2020.